asked Kai. "Exactly," said Great Aunt Elspeth. "Now, let's pop everything in here and we'll have a cake in a jiffy." Great Aunt Elspeth threw in the snail slime and batwing dust. She poured in the pond sludge and gently dropped in the raven's feather. "I really think Dad would rather have a—" began Kai, but Great Aunt Elspeth wasn't listening. "Time for the magic words," she said. "Cauldron tremble, cauldron quake, let's make Dad a birthday cake." The cauldron began to twitch. It trembled on the floor. The vibrating noise got louder and louder until smoke filled the air and Kai had to shut his eyes. "Quick! Open a window!" coughed Kai. When the smoke cleared, Kai could see that Great Aunt Elspeth was very pleased with herself. There on the kitchen counter sat a birthday cake. It looked like nothing Kai had ever seen before. It was green with large boils on the side and brown slime oozing out of the middle. "It smells like pond sludge," said Kai. "Perfect," said Great Aunt Elspeth. "Now, let's sort out the rest of the house." Great Aunt Elspeth strode out of the kitchen and into the living room. "We're going to need some decorations," she said. "I'm thinking cobwebs, skeletons, and gravestones." She tapped her wand on her hand and coughed gently. "No!" cried Kai. "I mean, that's a great idea, Great Aunt Elspeth, but Dad really likes balloons and streamers and colourful ribbons." "Really?" asked Great Aunt Elspeth. "That sounds a bit boring." "Honestly," said Kai, "he'll love it." "Very well, then." Great Aunt Elspeth waved her wand above her head. Sparkles shot out of the wand in every direction. They danced all around the living room. They skipped over the sofa and sprayed over the coffee table. They jumped up the walls and skittered across the ceiling. The room was full of colour. Red, yellow, blue and green balloons floated around the room. Rainbow-coloured streamers hung from the ceiling and dazzling ribbons twirled and swirled. Said Great Aunt Elspeth. "I think I'll just change the colour to a lovely shade of black." She lifted her wand into the air. "No, no!" cried Kai. "Please don't. Dad will love it like this." "Are you sure?" asked Great Aunt Elspeth. "Yes," said Kai, gently taking the wand out of Great Aunt Elspeth's hand. "Let's just pop this away. We've got an hour until Mum and Dad get back. You could have a little nap." Great Aunt Elspeth thought for a moment. "I am a fan of napping," she said, sitting down on the sofa. Kai watched her for a few minutes, waiting until her breathing steadied and her eyes closed. Kai had a lot to do before Mum and Dad came back. He rushed into the kitchen. An hour later, Kai gently shook Great Aunt Elspeth awake. "They're here," he said. "Come on." The two of them hurried to the front door and hid, party poppers in hand, waiting for Dad to enter. "Surprise!" they cried. "What's this?" Dad laughed. "It's your surprise party," said Kai. "Kai picked the colours." Great Aunt Elspeth shook her head, mystified. Then a great big grin spread across her face. "But wait until you see the cake." Great Aunt Elspeth rushed into the kitchen. Moments later, she was back with the boil-infested pond sludge-smelling cake. She held it up proudly.